We have used a lot of commands from the Openstack command line. Using the command line sometimes can be confusing. So on some occasions you'll need to be able to do some troubleshooting. Let's talk troubleshooting and let me give you some hints. To start with, did you source a credentials file? To work from the Openstack command line, Openstack needs to know who you are. And that's what credentials files are used for. So you need to source a credentials file, otherwise it's not going to work. After sourcing the credentials file, the next question is, did you source the right credentials file? You can use it as a tenant user and as the admin, the cloud admin credentials file. Most tasks are performed as a tenant user, some tasks are performed as a cloud admin user. And next, if it doesn't work, you can check the logs. On Red Hat, logs are written to var log service. Every service has its own log subdirectory. And on Ubuntu, using DevStack, the logs are written to optstack logs. Let me show you some contents of log files. So this is a Red Hat system, and on the Red Hat system we go to var log, and just an ls is showing that that Ceilometer and Cinder and Glance and all those other guys have log files in here. Often if it goes wrong in Nova. So you can see that logs exist for all the different parts of Nova. ls-lrt might give you some useful hints, because ls-lrt is showing the list of log files in the order that they've been last written to. Nova API is typically what involves API access. That can be administrator access to the logs. And Nova Compute is what involves starting and stopping services on a compute node. And we can see that all of them have been written at the latest timestamp, which is 1841. So if you want to know what's happening, it might be a good idea to have a look at all of them. Nova API.log. You can see many warnings in there. And you can see a lot of info in there as well. Is this readable? I don't think so, because warning messages and info messages is typically not what you care about. So what do you think of cat nova api.log pipe grep -v warning? At least we don't see any warnings anymore. And if we also do a grep -v on info, we don't see the informational messages anymore. And look at that, nothing lasts. If something seriously is wrong, you will see error messages. And those error messages are things that are providing hints that you can troubleshoot. But I have to warn you, log files are not really written in a very accessible way. You might not understand what is written to the log file, but at least it gives you the information that you can use to find out what exactly went wrong and to ask some others to help you with it. And the last thing that you can use in troubleshooting from the command line, just read command output. We have seen in my demos that when something goes wrong, the command output is pretty specific, and it's telling you what exactly the command is expecting. And that should help you getting through the command line. Now, this lesson has been completely about the command line. To finalize this lesson, I just want to make one more comment. Horizon also can help you getting many things done in a much more structured way, where you don't have to remind names and where you can just click the objects that are appropriate in a specific context where you are at. So don't try doing everything from the command line. Use Horizon as well. It's a convenient utility, and it has been made for that.